Photonic thermometry. Temperature is second most measured quantity in the world, second only to time. There are numbers of temperature sensor available in market, like thermometer, bimetal, thermistor, thermocouple, resistance thermometer, and silicon band gap temperature sensor. For the past century, industrial temperature measurement have relied on resistance measurement, which is platinum resistance thermometer, PRT. Resistance thermometry has many disadvantages. It affected by electromagnetic and radio frequency interference, sensitive to humidity and mechanical shock, expensive and time-consuming calibration, and cause electrical spark. But photonic thermometry has many advantages. It save cost, high tolerance to harsh environment, allow remote telemetry, and higher degree of safety. It make photonic thermometry best for application in aerospace, oil and gas industry, environmental monitoring in office or laboratory, manufacturing, and even biomedical devices for biotelemetry applications. Technique 1. Fiber Bragg Grating Temperature Sensor. AFPG is a optical fiber that reflects particular wavelengths of light and transmits all others. This is achieved by creating a periodic variation in the refractive index of the fiber core, which generates a wavelength-specific dielectric mirror. Its operating principle is as followed. Whenever an input spectrum is transmitted down the fiber, all other wavelength will pass through. Only a specific wavelength will be reflected. The principle of the FPG temperature sensor is based on the measurement of the reflected Bragg wavelength. A variation of temperature causes a change in the grating period, thus change the refractive index of the material. Therefore, it caused a shift in reflected peak wavelength. The shift in wavelength is then observed by optical spectrum analyzer to study the change in temperature using formula. FPG temperature sensor setup. Measurement system is built up by using super bright LED, a coupler, FPG temperature sensor probe, and optical spectrum analyzer. In addition, FPG can be used for multiple sensing purpose by multiplexing the signal. Technique 2. Infrared temperature measurement. IR thermometer measures temperature by measuring IR radiation from the object, which is a kind of non-contact temperature measurement. The IR thermometer principle is the Planck's blackbody radiation law, which quantitatively ascertains the quantity of electromagnetic radiant power of various wavelengths at different temperature. Infrared light is invisible, it needs specialized IR sensor to detect. Radiant power at the waveband can be gained through Wien's formula or Planck's formula, therefore, temperature can be gained by conversion as long as radiant power of actual object is measured at the same waveband. IR thermometer system setup and theory. IR radiation is collected to the thermometer detector called a thermopile through target lens. The thermopile absorbs the IR radiation and turns it into heat. This heat is turned into electricity. The higher the electricity, the higher the temperature reading.